I suppose you've heard about the 4 American soldiers who passed after a training accident in Lithuania. I don't know if you're aware of the fact that the Lithuanians gave them a beautiful send-off. Thousands of Lithuanians lined the streets to pay their respects. The president of Lithuania said that military service in that country was not just a duty, it was an emotion. Contrast that with the reception they received in the United States when their remains arrived at Dover Air Force Base. The president was too busy playing golf down in South Florida to attend the arrival and the dignified transfer. He sent the drunk Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth. Gosh, I hope he was sober. And speaking of golf, I don't know if you're aware of this, but every time the president travels to Florida to play golf, it ends up costing the American taxpayers between $3.5 and $5 million. Now, he was inaugurated on January the 20th. Since that time, he has come to Florida to play golf 7 times. He also took a trip to the Super Bowl, and he went to the Daytona 500. So that's 9 of these jaunts at a cost of $3.5 to $5 million by my reckoning, using the $5 million figure because that's the easier one to do the math with. That's $45 million that American taxpayers have had to shell out to haul his fat ass around so that he can have some fun. I do understand that presidents need to get out and enjoy life and do some things. However, we've been told that times are dire, that the president has had to hire a foreign national to go through our government like the Grim Reaper, slashing jobs, eliminating services, gutting federal agencies, all in the name of saving money. If times are so dire, then why are we having to pay $45 million in 3 months for the president to have fun? And when you put the numbers together for that, it comes out to this. If he's averaging 2 of these trips per month, that's $10 million. And there are 12 months in the year, so that's $120 million a year. Or if he manages to make it through his entire term, that'll be almost $500 million taxpayers have spent on this guy to play golf. People are losing their jobs. Little kids can't get breakfast and lunch at school anymore. The parks don't have rangers anymore, but the president gets to play golf. Yeah, that's about right. By the way, there were members of Congress in attendance at the dignified transfer at Dover Air Force Base when the remains of those soldiers returned. They were all Democrats. I guess the Republicans were too busy committing sex offenses and stealing our money to pay their respects. Oh, and by the way, it would appear to me, after looking at the names of the fallen soldiers and their photos, that 3 of the 4 were people of color. Exactly the kind of people that President Sex Offender is trying to deport. This administration is a sorry excuse for leadership.